What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I just finished my gym session and I'm sitting here in the OBS and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I should probably turn down the AC here. A little bit of an update on the center console here. So far, everything has been working flawlessly. I know you guys had some concerns about the cup holders. Once I got these rubber inserts off of Amazon, like you can see, cans are no problem. They don't move anywhere. I've never had anything spill in here except for a cup that like leaked out the bottom, and that was gross and I really need to clean that out. The reason I liked that they went with the bigger cup holders is that I could fit things like a protein shake in here, or even, I don't have a giant water bottle with me, but giant water bottles fit as well. But so far I'm absolutely loving it. There's plenty of storage down in that section, as you can see. I mean, I got a bunch of crap in there. We still got tons of room to go. And yes, I know the storage up top isn't very deep, but in all honesty, it is actually as deep as the factory OBS console, just bigger. So it works out well for me. So another huge thank you to Ronnie's Electronics for building me this awesome center console. Oh joy, I love being the first guy on a freshly new paved road. Thank God I am not in the BBB, that is for sure. I'm just gonna follow the street sweeper. What a mess. I do not know why this road's even open. Let's hear how many rocks come flying off my tires now. Oh geez, you can see them shooting everywhere. Oh. Sounds like we're making popcorn. So in my life, I've had some pretty big dreams since I was a kid. And it's crazy to see how the way life works out to where things just start to come true. And the more you put in the work and the more you just kind of accept the fact that like, no, I'm gonna do that one day, it ends up happening. One of which was owning an apparel company. I've been wanting to do it ever since I was a kid. In high school, me and my buddies made some shirts, like really cheaply at the mall. And like, we're like, yeah, dude, we're gonna own this clothing company. And obviously, you know, like 10th grade in high school, that didn't really pan out. But I knew it was gonna happen one day. And well, same with the warehouse that we have. I kind of envisioned more me owning a big warehouse and big shop space, which again, is gonna happen one day. I'd love to own a 100 by 100, 10,000 square foot building, have part of it living quarters, and then the rest of it just giant, open, expansive shop space. Because we all know really where most men hang out anyways, in your garage, so if you have a giant garage. And third was to have a sweet space where my buddies can come work on their stuff, and we can just build cool stuff. Well, today that dream is another step closer to coming true. And you guys have been speculating. You've been seeing Zach hang out of the shop a little bit. You notice we were in a hurry to get the Mercedes out of the shop the other day. And the reason being is what we're gonna go pick up right now. Well, it looks like Zach's already here. So unfortunately, as you guys can see behind me here, everything is cleared out. You know, I'm not gonna get into any reasonings why, other than, you know, Preston had to go through a tragic situation that unfortunately led to what you see here. This 15 years that I've been coming here, it's an end of an era. Zach's been working here for I don't even know how many years. So 5. Yeah, 5 years of Zach's life have been here. It sucks. It sucks to see what's going on, but I totally understand it. And you know, I hope you guys respect the privacy of Preston and everything that's been going on. Like I said, I'm not going to get into details of it, but this is it. So I don't know what to say. We're trying to turn a tragedy into, I don't want to say something good, but we've got bills that we need to do, and you know, we got to keep Zach busy back there and let him continue to do his craft and be creative. So we've got a purchase right here on Zach's trailer that tomorrow or the next day or one of these days is going to end up going over to the warehouse. I hate to be excited about something, but I am excited that we are finally getting a lift over at the warehouse. It's a long time coming. It's something we've been talking about forever, and you know, I guess finally the opportunity came up. Every single truck, every single vehicle I've ever owned, my family's vehicles, everybody's stuff has been done here at Preston. So it's creepy walking through this place, seeing everything cleared out like this. So with making the purchase over here, I've got some big news coming for Work for World headquarters, but you guys are gonna have to stay tuned. We're gonna continue this video tomorrow when we actually bring the lift over to the warehouse, so I will see you then. And we are back at day 2, and I hate starting days out with problems, but we're starting today out with a problem. So the other day when we brought the Tahoe back from the wrap shop, I went to go get into the Denali over here, and my key fob wouldn't work. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. The key fob battery must have died, but let's see. Oh, yep, no, we still don't have any juice. Turns out the truck batteries died, which is really strange. That shouldn't happen. It's got dual Odyssey batteries, which are really nice batteries. And yes, the Edge monitor sometimes does stay on, but the truck hasn't been sitting long enough for that to be an issue. So what I think happened is the compressors in the back kicked on somehow. Even though they're not supposed to have power when the key is off, they do still get power. And every once in a while, the pressure valve will just stay wide open, and so the compressors just don't shut off. And it's happened 3 times to me already, and I'm thinking that happened in the middle of the night or something, because there's no way that these batteries should be trained like that dead to where even the lights don't come on inside the truck. And then of course, you know, we tried to quickly jump it with the Tahoe, but as you guys know, diesels take a ton of juice to crank over. The Tahoe didn't have enough power to do it. We're gonna have to end up bringing the OBS in here and, you know, using the 2 batteries on that to hopefully crank this thing over. Because as we're anticipating today is we're going to be installing the car lift, but that brings problem number 2, we don't have a forklift. Well, you guys are about to witness something very rare. A Ford rescuing a GM, hopefully. Well, I hate to admit defeat, but the old Ford wasn't enough to start the Denali. I just talked to Zach. He says those Odyssey batteries take a lot once they're that depleted to bring them back up. So he's bringing a battery charger over. I've got 2 brand new Odyssey batteries sitting at my house that were for the Tahoe build, so we might just have to do a little swapsies while these ones sit on the charger. So the good news is my girlfriend's bringing the new batteries for the BBB back there, but the best news is our very, very generous neighbors let us borrow their forklift. So we're good to go. Now all we need is Zach to show up with the trailer and the lift, and then we get to figure out where exactly we're gonna put it. Look at that, Zach coming with the gifts. There you go, guys. For those of you that want to see the first truck I ever had.
Look at those door handles.
Right? That thing was sick. Hey, listen, that thing was cool back in 05, all right? And everybody says I need to run chrome wheels or polished wheels. There, I did that back in 05. Yeah, not my style. Those were fully polished shocks too. The good old days, buddy.
The good old traction bars and the exhaust tip.
And then when you can, you fill it with cheerleaders and you take it out on the ice on a hockey game.
Yeah, look at that.
Going up. It don't get no easier than that, buddy. All right, well, the new batteries are in. Let's see. Oh, we're already better. We got a step that came down. Come on, baby. Man, it feels so good to have this thing back to life. Well, now we've got the entire shop emptied out of vehicles. Apparently, my truck decided to sneeze over here a little bit of black stuff. I think it might be sick. I've gone ahead and made some room. We ended up pushing all the tires over here, made my little tire tower. Essentially what we're gonna do is the lift is gonna be somewhere in this area. I don't wanna extend beyond this line because this is where if we do build the upper deck, it's gonna come out to about that far. So we can't have like the hood of a truck coming up and smacking the upper portion up there. And then worst case scenario, if the lift just ends up being that big, I can make the upper deck only like half of this area, or it could like have a little notch in over here so we have like room to lift trucks. So the next step is get Zach's trailer unloaded. Let's start getting some pieces in here and figure out exactly how this thing goes together, because I have no clue. Zach took it apart. Well, we'll grab my lift straps out of the Ford here.
Your phone's ringing.
Thanks, buddy. In the middle of the lift. Right? Dave was supposed to be here 2 hours ago.
Hey, just watch my truck.
Yeah, boy. That was easy. So the one problem with the floor that we have here is, you guys can see just how out of level it is in, what, 2 feet? So Zach felt with his foot over there. He says that feels level, or...
My calibrated foot says right here's better.
That's not the level?
No, I'm not a contractor.
Oh, all right. So we'll scoot it over a little bit more. So we're trying to get it as far over to the wall as we can to leave like a nice walkway over here, but still leave room that you can actually work on the vehicle. I've never installed one of these. How like precise do we need to be, Zach?
It's just gotta be not level, but plumb.
Hey, you are a contractor, dude.
No, I was watching videos of how to do this, and everybody was giving the guy shit for calling it level.
Fair. So Zach's gonna flip the trailer around so we can pick up the other, I don't know, what do we call it, leg? 2 posts? Post, the other post? looking guy right there, dude.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you got some, you scuffed the forehead, bro.
Did I?
Yeah.
I got some grease, I've been working for it out here.
Lift with your backs, boys.
Make sure you do a twist.
Well, now that the second post is up, we're gonna put the crossbar in place just to kind of temporarily lock everything together. We need to get the appropriate hardware for it. We're just kind of seeing what hardware that we have here to attach it. But we gotta go run to Home Depot to get that and also get the red heads to anchor this bad boy into the concrete. But I don't wanna leave these things hanging and I gotta return the forklift to the neighbor. So we're going to just see what we can mock up right now. What up, Zach?
It's so weird every time.
You don't like heights?
Oh, I don't care about the heights. It's just the feeling of it, like the floor's moving. Like an earthquake. You're not really too sure what's going on.
All right, boys, well, we're almost there. We just need a ton of redheaded in the ground, some real grade 8 hardware for up there, an electrician to come run us a bunch of wires.
Maybe some shims, possibly.
Probably some shims. We should buy some washers for some shims. Last up, we got all the arms for the lift. I'm trying to not put the forks into Zach's truck.
Oh, you got it.
Just look at this nice fleet of vehicles over here. They all go together so well except for this really weird off-white one. All right, Zach, we need 5 or 6 inch wedge anchors. A big old box of 5.5 by 3/4 right here. How many's in that box? Nobody's looking, buddy. Oh, jeez, they thought about this. Hurry up, Zach. Zach, if we're stealing this car, you gotta be quicker, buddy. All right.
I'm not a very good thief.
Jeez. Here, we'll leave your half-used hand soap over there. Zach, can we get the rave level? Oh. Zach, am I entertaining you with the rave level? Well, about $150 later and some bolts, some shims, crescent wrench big enough for the bolts, a new 2-foot level, not the rave level. Zach wouldn't let me get the rave level.
That's stupid.
Well done on returning that cart.
You're a f if you don't return your cards.
So hopefully we got everything that we need now, but probably not. We're going to see if we know how to install one of these things. Oh, look at that. Did it work? Woo. All right, now turn on the flashing lights. Yeah, see, it sucks. We didn't buy the flashing light one. Yeah, I know, it's boring now. So essentially what it comes down to is basically plumb it on both axes, and then I would assume bolt 1 or 2 bolts into the ground, then make sure that these boogers are in line, plumb that one up. We've got our top point kind of attached, so that one's not gonna change. So we're gonna be using the cordless Milwaukee Roto Hammer. I've only got an XC battery in here. I think it's fully charged, so we'll see how long this lasts. But this thing has definitely been a lifesaver for me on a lot of projects. So I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is the slab is thick enough. The bad news is Chris is here.
Why is that bad news?
I'm just kidding, that's not the bad news. The bad news is I don't know where my super sweet hammer went. So we're stuck to using, I don't know where this thing came from, but this is our stand-in hammer for the day. Get it, Zach! Get it, Zach! Get it, Zach!
It's on the flick of the wrist.
Well, 400 bolts later, Zach's on the last one. So far, everything's looking great. We've got it plumbed on both axes. I don't really know the plural of axes. Then the fun part begins, because I have no clue how all the wiring and I don't even know. Zach, are you confident in how to put this thing back together? Oh, Zach's confident. All right, because I have no clue what any of this stuff does, but there we go. That's a hydraulic line. Did I get it? All right. You've just been in the bathroom for 45 minutes. What were you doing in there?
Playing video games.
Oh, okay. So we did realize we made one mistake. Apparently the top bar we put in upside down and backwards, so we need to flip it over and spin it around. But the good thing is, Chris, why are you puckering your butt so tight, dude? It's not that high.
Like that.
There you go, buddy. Apparently, these are the equalizer cables that make sure that the two sides are lifting at the same time, I guess. How does this lift work?
Well, hydraulic oil goes out of the pump in the lines into the rams, it goes up, and the cables make sure they both go up at the same time, or close.
You did a better job explaining it than I did. I should just stay behind the camera. All right, we got us an arm. Get it in the hole, Zach. There she goes.
What are we doing, Ryan?
Well, you see right now we're running the equalizer cables. So we gotta run this one right here up through that roller up there. It's gonna cross over that side and it's gonna bolt into this side. There's a little spot right there. Then we're gonna take this cable, do the same thing over to this side. Don't move the camera too fast because we don't want everybody to get seasick. You know, Zach's over there tightening down the cross member. Excessive amount of grease into this thing.
Yeah, you need every bit of the grease.
Coming to you, Zach. Not enough. You got this, buddy. There we go. So apparently the hydraulics are locked. So we need to, I don't know, I think we're bleeding them. Not sure what we're doing. Chris, the camera's a little sideways.
Oh,
There you go. All right. Hey, we're straight now.
You'll pick it up more.
It's heavy. Well, I gotta have two hands.
There it is.
Next, we need to get the this here cable. This is called the release cable. Okay. So we're gonna get the release cable sent over the top, kind of the same way we've been doing the other ones. I'm gonna try not to cut my finger with the knife here, cutting this little zip tie. That didn't work. All right, now we go to the hospital. Good thing is I bought a first aid kit the other day. Leave a comment down below if you guys like Chris being the videographer. I don't know if Zach likes
he's
it.
pretty good at it, but
He likes
then
to get-
you turn around and don't realize, and he's just like.
He likes to get close-up shots.
What you guys don't see is
Yeah.
what's going on behind.
How's the beard look at this close? See anything moving in there? I think it's cut off, severed.
Go to the bathroom, clean it off.
Okay. No, you pooped in there. I'm good. Oh, hey, Chris. You were really good at your job. And you gotta make a gap. Well, the equalizer cables are in place. Zach's now running the hydraulic line all the way over to this side. Well, that's a wrap on that one. The lift is installed. We got all the vehicles back inside because it started to rain. This nice bipolar weather that we're having. Great work, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
So if you guys are wondering why we have a lift here and kind of what our plan is, Zach, don't walk away. This involves you. I got a little. What do we got? Some Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
Cheez-Its?
Yeah,
No. All right, we're good. So basically, one of the things I wanted with this space was to have all my buddies come here. We can work on our own vehicles, and I've always wanted to give Zach a space to where he can be himself and do cool shit, not worry about oil changes or boring stuff.
Be allowed to be creative.
Yeah, Zach wants to be creative. He wants to build cool stuff. So I think we, like I said, it kind of came about in a weird way, but we're gonna give Zach his freedom to be creative in this space.
It's a somber thing how it happened, but it happened. So gotta capitalize on.
We gotta keep moving forward.
Things, and like you said, keep moving forward.
So that being said, I think we're gonna kind of open it up to an appointment only thing. So hit me up, or I guess Zach up. Either one of us up if you guys, I think we're gonna do some lift kit installs, trucks, Jeeps, whatever it may be. Zach, what do you like, man? You like cool stuff.
Who knows?
So yeah, hit one of us up if you guys are local and you want to get some work done to your trucks. Obviously, we're gonna be working on our own stuff as well, and having Zach around to maintain my beautiful truck over there will be nice to have. Like I said, it's gonna be kind of an appointment only thing from the very beginning, and we'll just kind of feel it out, see how it goes, and see how interacting with you guys works out. But we would love to be able to give Zach the opportunity to build more cool stuff, and that could be your guys' trucks. So let us know, and we'll set something up, and you guys can come hang out with Chris.
Come on by.
So with that, guys, we're going to wrap up this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now, though you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best.
Roll the outro.
Damn.